They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes ready to get this thing started and open the season. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. Give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Let's chat a little big picture Arizona. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that.
He's got it on the outside. Out. A senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They're going to run it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a groove.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught behind the line. It's Soto. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They strike first in that opening drive of the season. have gone better. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Got it in the middle, it's right.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, and making sure he makes the right decision.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Zips it out to his man. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Arizona going back to work with another first down. It's a draw. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Anderson wants to throw. And they can't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And he was held in check in game one. You're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game. That will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
They'll leave it with him. Jukes his way for more.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hurricanes are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Soto. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. got it behind the line. It's Sims. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage and helping out on that receiver.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Hurricane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. The first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson will throw. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the 3rd down. Incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Can they catch him? That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dane. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Caves! He got a step and just dusted the field.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Anderson wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Gonna look downfield again. He'll throw it. Punch it out of the air. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? Punt is in the air on fourth down. Catches it at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Miami! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big. Arizona
sending the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Anderson will throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Touchdown, Hurricane! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He's got him in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Under fire. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Anderson wants to throw. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Arizona in a hurry. Back to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Evans. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his man. It's right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Hand off from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Anderson will throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And as time runs out here in the first half, the offense will take a knee and go to the break, content with the lead they've built.
It's a tough decision, right? When you're backed up, the clock's running down, you like the position you're at going into the half. Some people are more conservative, and some people are aggressive. I prefer the aggressive person.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Anderson wants to throw. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and make.
He's got it, 1st down and more. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give to the left. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. Here comes the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Let's go. The give on the counter. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of 1st down yardage, and now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? The Canes have moved it inside the 20. Going for the marker on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st down. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great